to leave a name.
All right, hold on.
For history.
We're going live here. Go.
Hello, Las Vegas. This is Rolando Larraz with Face the Tribune. Remember, if you have nothing to hide, you can face the Tribune. If you are corrupted or you are in somebody's pocket, or you watch out because you're going to have to face the Tribune, like it or not. With me, of course, my co-host, and sometime my inspiration for this show is Mr. Producer Clark Philly. Hello, Clark.
Good
How
afternoon.
you doing, Clark?
Good afternoon. I'm waiting for the heat to arrive. I can't wait. I just love the 100 and something degree weather. Just really.
Why? Why do you want a heat for?
Because I'm like a biscuit. I want to be cooked.
You know,
ridiculous.
Let's go into the show because there's a lot of things we can talk about. What I've been saying all along, all my life, I've been saying, why wait? Why wait until something happens to come into the forum? We are going to work on make sure that something like this don't happen anymore. I don't know who was it, the Congress or the Senate. They worked so hard last night until 2 o'clock in the morning trying to find a solution for the gun control. There's another another Democrat. Well, you know, I only slept 2 hours last night and I've been up for another hour. Well, I don't understand. If the meeting ended at 2 o'clock in the morning and this is, well, I don't know, 7 o'clock in the morning, it's 10 o'clock over there. I don't know what he did in between, but he was trying to have people feel sorry for him, that Chris, whatever his name, Collins or whatever his name is, making himself look like a sacrifice that he made to stay there until 2 o'clock in the morning. They got 365 days in a whole year to talk about gun control, and after 50 people lose their life, they're going to blame it into lost control, and now they all have to stay there until find a solution to the case. You know, they didn't find the solution, and they spend it, I don't know, maybe they run out of pizza or something. You know, I don't think anybody is there at 2 o'clock in the morning except those sacrificed, self-serve, the serving community people. You know, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Well, to me, these people are so incompetent and so dumb. They don't have the picture. They don't have a grasp on reality, because this particular situation that happened in Orlando, the guy was a security guard with all kinds of licenses or whatever. I mean, he could get access to guns. So they pick on this one to make some kind of point of what? My point is...
No, but they was going to make the same point when the San Bernardino and when the other one, Oregon, and the other one over there. Every time something happened, they are going to work on this.
But this is a bad one to pick on because it's totally irrelevant. Because the guy could have a gun. He's a security guard. Are you going to have the same thing if a cop goes in someplace and shoots somebody up and goes crazy? Are you going to say take away the guns of the cops? This is stupid. It's ridiculous. It does. You know what does apply? What does apply is the following scenario. Maybe if one person inside that club had a gun to protect himself, he could have used it and saved the life of at least 40-something people.
Yeah.
That's the point that they should be clamoring on. Everybody should pack a gun. They should be trained. We should all be mandated to go get some training, how to use a firearm, and everybody in the country should pack a weapon. That would put a stop to this crap. These killers, they only pick gun-free zones. You know, does anyone talk about that? Hell no. They don't talk about these people show up at schools because they know they're gun-free zones. They're liberally protected zones. It's ridiculous. These people are morons. They waste how much time doing things that nothing is ever going to come out of it. Ever, ever, ever. They're just incompetent boobs.
I don't think they are morons. I think they think very little of the citizens of this country. They think that the people in this country are mentally retarded, are stupid, and then you got that stupid woman, I don't know who she is, I never pay attention to her, criticizing Donald Trump because he made fun of a guy that was a handicap, that he didn't know that he was a handicap. Okay, we all talk like this with our hands. We all talk Italian, Cubans, Greeks. We all talk with our hands. Maybe he thought it was somebody else, you know. And now she's using that against Donald Trump. Donald Trump is the only person that can save this country, people. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to what I'm saying. He's the only person. This is the only person that can save this country from going into disaster. Okay? We cannot allow that Hillary Clinton become, you know, Hillary Clinton, Harry Reid. Obama is going to stay, you said he's going to stay in.
Yeah, he's going to stay in
Washington, D.C. He told you that last time you talked to him?
Yeah, because his girls are going to private school there. I guess Washington, D.C. has the only private schools, I guess, in the country that are capable of educating his children, apparently. But that's the excuse he uses. See, Obama just uses excuses.
Well, one of the girls already graduated.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, it was there. She went into, I think he let her go into whatever you call graduation party or something like that. I think the oldest one. So it's only one. They can change.
Everything out of Obama's mouth is false, anyways. So you can't base anything on what he says because this is a false reasoning.
I couldn't believe when I hear this morning. I'm up at 3 o'clock in the morning, and the guy is crying because he only got 2 hours sleep. You know, he has to be back over here.
That's a photo op for them to go up there and show how great they are. You know, it's just all phony. These are a bunch of phony people, and they're the last people that should be running anything. And if it wasn't for Congress and wasn't for the Senate, these people wouldn't have jobs because they're not capable of getting a job and really producing anything.
But I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I really don't. Everybody is always looking for an easy way out, for an easy job where you don't have to work too hard and you get paid. It's us who put those people in office. Stop voting for friendship. Stop voting for sympathy. Stop voting for because you like. You know, you want to like somebody, go to Facebook. You can like everybody. You know, I got 80 people in there that are supposed to be my friends. I never hear of them before in my life. You know, I don't understand what is the mentality of that Facebook thing. But I tell you one thing I can tell you, that it is wrong. You become friends with somebody, if that somebody commit a crime, they're going to start checking all the friends. Well, I don't know who the guy is. He told me he wanted to be friends, and I said yes. You know, I mean, this is the most stupid thing I ever seen in my life. Do you understand what I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, but if you want to be protected, you have to become a Muslim like Ali did. Then nobody can touch you. The FBI can't investigate you.
No,
like that FBI guy that came over to check you out because you were threatening Rubio, he couldn't have come if you were Muslim. The Obama administration would have stopped that visit because they're not allowed to investigate any Muslims. That word came down from the Obama administration.
From the White House?
Yes, because that's their policy. Because Obama is actually a closet, and not that much of a closet, Muslim. He is a Muslim.
Closet. He is a closet?
He's a closet Muslim, but he's half out of the closet, really.
He's not in the closet anymore.
Not to the intelligent people that know the truth can look at him and go, he's a Muslim. There's no question about it.
You know, everybody that I know, and if you don't think, go to New York, go to LA, go to any of those places where normal people live. They all talk with their hands. They don't talk with their mouths, they talk with their hands. You know, so it bothers me every time I see that commercial in TV. And
We've seen a lot of them.
I hope that the people in this country of any race, any nationality, any religion, anything, I hope that you realize that you've been taken, you've been used, and you've been manipulated, and you've been used.
Yeah.
You know, stop, allow that. Stop talking. Look at this thing now in the local election now. This lady, because her father is a big shot, and she's taking she used like this guy that was here. And what's his name? Joe Harry. Well, I gotta get David Thomas because I want to get elected. Well, he did get elected.
And now what does he owe Thomas for that? He admitted that he's going to owe Thomas.
Control.
He admitted that. Now he's been elected, so you know that he's going to answer to Thomas. That's what he said. So that's
and
corruption.
Now you get that lady Leticia. You know, luckily that other lady that's running against her, you know, will use her head and start pinpointing the stuff that she need to pinpoint,
right,
and the justice department. You know, it's like the other lady. You know, I had the pleasure of talking to her yesterday, Rebecca Kern. Oh man, she's qualified. She is well known. And she's an independent. Now, what I like Amy Cellini. Don't take me wrong. She's always been pleasure. I always have a nice conversation with her. You know, but she is owned by David Thomas. This is what people really. Let me tell you, people, don't listen to me, okay? Don't listen to me. There's one lady over here that I always refer to her as the Miss, no, what did I call her? The First Lady of Journalists. Her name is Jane Ann Morrison. I'm surprised that she's still working for the daily paper. Get the paper today, and if you don't have the dollar, how much is the paper now?
I don't know.
Well, if you don't have the money for the paper, come over here. I give you the money for the paper. Okay? Read her column. Go into the internet. You don't need to come here and get my last.
Why don't you just let them read the paper? You don't have to let them go buy their own paper. Just let them read the paper.
How?
Why would you support the? You said come over here.
Come over here so I can give you the money. Yeah.
Just let them read the paper. Give them the paper.
Oh, read the paper here. Yeah. You need. Oh, go in the internet. Go online and read the column over there. That's going to tell you, my dear friends, how controlling this David Thomas and Egglet and David Wall. David Wall is a nice guy, I think. You know, the point is, David Wall is partner with Egglet. I forgot his first name now.
David Thomas just works for judges, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, what we need to do and what makes sense.
But I don't think it's the right way. I don't think it's the right statement.
Okay.
Judges work for David Thomas.
There you go. You're right there. So what we have to do, and what would be stupid if we don't, is we have to get the judges to stop being elected to the point that they have to go out and have campaign managers and raise money to run for office to be reelected or elected. We can't elect judges. We can't. That makes strings. That makes corruption. Wake up. We have to wake up. We have one of the most corrupt states in the country. Our judiciary gets a big F. I think it's the third or fourth worst on the rankings in the country. What else do we need to know? We're stupid. any ties, any links, any strings at all attached to these judges, you're going to get corruption. On the front page of the Nevada section, today's Review Journal has a story about Jesse Walsh and all the mistakes she made in a particular case. Why? Because she's linked to the one that's getting the favorable rulings, period. That's it. That's the whole reason. You don't have to look far to find corruption. You just look at a ruling. If it makes sense, fine. Good ruling. Thank you, Judge. If it looks weird, look at it and go, what the hell's wrong with this? Then you'll look, then you'll find a string going someplace.
And most likely it will be David Thomas.
Yeah, there you go.
You know.
So we have to cut the possibility of those strings out.
Unfortunately, I don't have the strings. I don't have the money to fight that, to go to Carson City and fight the legislation to create laws that protect.
Have you ever heard fighting City Hall? That's an old adage. It's been touted for years and years and years. You can't fight City Hall. That's a misnomer. That's promoted by City Hall to get themselves protection. Why can we, the people, not fight City Hall? City Hall works for us.
Well, no. That's not what I mean with that. What I mean is don't waste your time. You're
That's
gonna
what
lose.
I'm saying.
Yeah, it's not because
That's
you cannot fight City Hall. Yeah, you can fight City Hall, but you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
But
well, we need to win
that's not
we're
the point.
The people.
That's not the point here. The point here is go there and create laws that prohibit the judges to be owned by a campaign manager. That's all it is.
Stop electing judges. Have them appointed. They can go through a process, a committee. They can have their records investigated. They can go by merit, and if they qualify to be a judge,
it is time for the campaign manager to find a job and go to work for a living.
Yeah.
It's as
You'll
simple
see them
as
down there in the bread line.
Yeah.
Because they can't do anything else.
Yeah. You know, that's all it is. I believe they need to do it. Everybody has to read that article that Jane I. Morrison wrote today. I call her the first lady of journalism, and I think she's very well respected.
Is that article on Jesse Walsh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she always, I don't agree with her all the time, but we don't have to agree. I don't agree with my girlfriend, and I don't agree with my wife. And so they don't agree with me sometimes. You know, you see, I'm not a hypocrite. I got a wife and I got a girlfriend. So that's not say no.
And
don't pretend.
The problem really arises when the girlfriend and the wife agree with each other.
Yeah, they do all the time.
They do all the time.
They do all the time.
Jeez,
You're saying over here when they come here,
they
come together for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I know it. And who do you think they're talking about when they're not here in front of you?
Talk about me.
100% of the time.
Oh my God. God bless them, because I tell you, I'm very lucky to have those two women in my life. Very lucky. But I don't know, is that legal? I don't want to be accused of illegalities. Is that legal? Well, I don't know, because
if you go to a women's room as a man, everything's legal.
Bill Clinton has a wife.
Oh, the ever ready Energizer.
I tell you,
Energizer.
That's another thing that drives me crazy. Last week, three times, in the front page of the paper, there was this nice couple holding hands and kissing each other, and the media eat that and put it, Bill and Hillary Clinton, like they love each other. Can you tell me that that is not a lie? Can people tell me that she can be trusted after she got the mistress next door? It wasn't even the mistress, for Christ's sake. At least the mistress deserves some respect. It was just a bypasser, you know.
I remember back to the Clinton days, the previous Clinton days, something hit the press and big thing, I don't know if it was the Monica thing or whatever it was, but the Clintons went on a little photo op tour down to some beach someplace.
Yeah.
Remember that? And they were walking along the beach holding
because
hands.
they was trying to work it out.
Yeah. It was totally Phony BS.
And the daughter followed them. Like, she was so sweet
God.
to be happy. The mommy and daddy are doing this workout together to maintain the stability of the marriage.
They're such phonies.
They maintain the stability of the White House. That's what they was looking for. Bill, don't be stupid. No, Hillary, don't be stupid. Let's make peace so you can become the first woman president.
Yeah,
you think, oh, Bill, you think I can be the first? Of course, honey, you can be the first president, female president, of course, And then she believed, she was talking yesterday. I think it was 4 years or 5 years of some kind of a promise that Obama made to the Mexican people about some DACA or DAPTA or CATA or CACA or I don't know what it was, something like that, And in 4 years or 5 years, whatever was the years, he could not make it. But I guarantee you, I promise you that I will work my ass out to get you guys what you want. And then we're going to wait another. Well, luckily we don't have to wait because she's not going to be elected. But, I mean, let's face it, people, for Christ's sake, don't make a fool out of yourself. Don't be so stupid. Excuse my expression because I don't know. My English is not that good. I don't have any other easy word to put in my mouth to tell you. Don't be naive. Don't be that way. They're not gonna do anything they promise. Nothing they promise. You telling me, then what's that next president's name? Trump. You telling me that Trump is not gonna build the wall. You're gonna tell me that Trump is not gonna do this. He's not gonna do that. He's a liar. Well, what do you think? What do you call Hillary Clinton? What do you call Hillary Clinton? See, I'm
right
talking
to
like
the
this.
face.
I'm talking like this now.
Lies right to the mother of a dead hero that was killed in Benghazi. Lies right to her face at her son's funeral and tells her, don't worry, we're going to get that guy that made that video. Jesus Christ. And this lady runs for president. What difference does it make? I mean, this lady is the most unqualified to ever.
You forgot it. No. What difference does it make?
Oh, I know. I can't do word for word.
What difference does it make now?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
These people, without question, are treasonous to the United States. Because while Hillary Clinton was going around the world in her foreign relationships with these Saudi Arabia and Libya and all these countries over there that were paying millions and millions and millions of dollars to the Clinton Crime Foundation, at the same time that Hillary Clinton has influence with the administration of the government of the United States of America and the president in her capacity as Secretary of State, the Clinton Foundation made hundreds of millions of dollars funded by, like Saudi Arabia, where if you're a woman, you can't be seen in public alone. You can't, there's so many things you can't do as a woman over there. And Hillary Clinton touts herself as this women's rights. I'm going to be a women's rights. BS. These people should be in jail. How can you go raise money from a foreign country that you're supposed to be negotiating on behalf of the United States? This is treasonous. These people should be taken out and shot.
It's not.
Yes,
it is. Don't be unfair. It's not. It is treason if somebody else do it. But the almighty Clinton, they can do anything they want.
Well, wake up, people.
They are God in the land of the...
The people that are going to support her are stupid. I'll say it and call up. This is 702-493-5222. That's our call-in number. I'm telling you right now on the air, Hillary Clinton, anyone that votes for her is stupid. Now call me up and argue with me over that. Tell me why tell me how she's going to protect the United... Oh, I feel that she offers us the best protection. She's going to take care of
And
us.
you
Tell
know-
the people dead in Benghazi about that.
And you know that they got millions for the trust or whatever that,
Clinton Crime Foundation.
yeah, the foundation. They got millions from China
Mhm.
and any of those countries
Yeah.
that are supposed not to be our good ally or good friend, you know?
Why is China, why is Saudi Arabia, why are these countries supporting the Clinton Crime Foundation? Why? What is their agenda? You go get $10 million from Saudi Arabia. See how far you get. Just march over there and tell them you'd like $10 million for the Joe Jones Foundation that you've just created. See how much you get. The first question they'll ask is, who are you and what can you do for us? Very simple.
That makes sense.
Yeah, very, very simple. Don't kid yourself. There's been too many bags pulled over people's heads about the liberal progressive party and the Hillary Clintons and the Bill Clintons. They're two-faced bastards. That's why they said the liberals were going to put a monument of Hillary Clinton on Mount Rushmore. And then they found out after doing a little bit of measuring that they didn't have room for two more faces.
Well,
They're two-faced liars. And anyone that backs those people or supports them are stupid.
when you see,
I guess everybody agrees with me. No one's calling.
but that was the point that I was trying to make. 3 times last week, 3 days in the road, or I don't know, 3 times in a week. You know, they look like honeymooners. You know,
When the camera's
oh my
on,
God!
what do you think they look like
How
when they
sickening
She's
that
throwing ashtrays
You
in
know,
his head.
let me tell you the widow of a friend of mine. I told you this story, and I'm going to tell you again because you have to learn. Every woman has to go through the same thing that Hillary Clinton, the husband's always cheating on the wife. Well, that's not true. Okay, I was married for 9 years before, and I didn't cheat on my wife. I don't know what you call cheating. Cheating is to do things behind their back. Right now, I'm not cheating because they know each other. They know that they both know each other. They're friends, and I don't see anything wrong with that. My point is, let's go back to my friend's widow. She said to me, every woman, especially Spanish woman, because I know, and it used to be that Spanish people, it was a symbol of wealth, a symbol of power to have a mistress, you know, and the wife not supposed to know about it. But she knew about it. Like my father had his wife, one day he was coming out of his office with the mistress, and the wife was coming in. And she turned the face around looking at something else. So the chauffeur didn't think, the driver didn't think that she saw him leaving the building with the mistress. You know, they don't understand that. By the way, my father and my mother were divorced, so this is.
Well, here's another thing that the Clintons are famous for by reports that we get, like from Secret Service and so forth. Bill Clinton has this Energizer lady, they call her. That's her Secret Service nickname. They always have these names for their people they're protecting. Anyways, Hillary leaves the house in Chappaquiddick to go someplace. They know where she's going. Why? Because she's followed by the Secret Service. So the Secret Service, all clear. Okay. So then the Secret Service people know they can bring in the Energizer. All clear for the Energizer. So in comes the Energizer after Hillary leaves, right? So is this the kind
You
of
mean White House?
Yes, yes.
No.
And then the Secret Service, Bill's got it made because he has all these spies working for him to protect. So then the Secret Service, Hillary Clinton's on the way back. Returning to the house, clear the house, please. So then they say, okay, we got to get rid of the Energizer. So the Energizer is seen leaving the house shortly thereafter, is shuttled away by the Secret Service or whatever, and then here comes Hillary pulling into the driveway. See, how many people have the opportunity, like Bill Clinton, that has this much protection? That story you told about entering the building, that would never happen under these conditions. These are the type of people, though, that you're thinking of electing? Jesus Christ. And what happened the last time they were in the White House? Bill Clinton's taking phones from congressmen and so forth. In the meantime, his pants are down around his ankles, And Monica Lewinsky's using her knee pads that she brought to Washington with her when she packed her bags.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, this is the type of people you want leading you? This is despicable. Anyone that votes for that person, Hillary Clinton, is stupid. You're blind. You're naive. You don't have anything between your ears but mud.
Well, no, I think the only thing I see wrong in that is the lying. The lying. If they were honest, because this is the reason why I don't believe in cheating. I don't believe in cheating because cheating, one of the two is disrespected. Either the wife no, well, actually both are disrespected. The wife is being disrespected by putting somebody else in the middle, and the mistress is disrespected by the fact that she knows that the wife exists, but she cannot do nothing about it. And the wife don't pretend not to know that the mistress exists, but she don't say nothing about it either. That's lying. To me, that's deceiving. That is bad. So
Well, some cultures, like Iranians, for example, I have a friend that's an Iranian, and he's very wealthy, and he has a wife. Well, the way he explained it, because they'd go on like a vacation with their kids or whatever to Bermuda or Bahamas, the husband always has a separate suite. The wife has her suite, he has his own suite. Why? Because he's always fooling around. And he explained to me, you don't understand, in Iran, the wife is the mother of the children. That's her job. She's protected because she's the wife, so she has access to money and so forth. She's going to be protected for life because she's the mother of my children. That's her job. She does it very well. But that does not mean that she has my amorous attention. No, that's my girlfriend or my mistress for the night or whoever I select. That's why I have my own suite, because that's the way the Iranian culture is. And that's the way they treat their women over there. And we want to let these people assimilate into the United States. What do you think is going to happen to our family situations that have not already been destroyed? They're going to be destroyed more. And we're going to get Shiite law, whatever that is. We're going to get these Muslims dictating to us their religious belief is as follows. All infidels need to be killed. And we let these people into our country. That's their beliefs. That's the way they were raised. We're infidels. Why? Because we're Christians. And all Christians are infidels. So they need to be eliminated, exterminated. The only way.
Yeah, but it's not Fidel anymore. It's Raul.
Okay, we're in Raul's is what we are. In Raul's. We're all in Raul's.
Okay. Now but this is my point. That's the way I look at it. That's what is wrong. That is what is wrong. It's not the infidelity. It is the lying. If they are in complete agreement, yeah, you can have the mistress, and the
A
mistress
lot of people have open marriages.
open marriage. There's nothing wrong with that. It's truthfulness. It is honesty. It is, I don't see any other.
There's not a whole lot of truth anymore in the world that you can really say, well, that's the truth. Here's the truth with the Clintons. They're liars. Okay, that's the truth. They're liars. Remember Bill Clinton on the camera over the investigation? He was convicted of perjury. He lost his law license because why? He's a certified, bona fide, convicted liar. Hillary Clinton lied to the mother of dead people in Benghazi. She is a liar. That's for sure. There's not many truths in the world anymore that you can go to the bank with. You can go to the bank with that one. She is a liar. And you're going to vote for her? You're stupid. I said it again. 702-493-522. I guess everybody agrees with me.
Well, I hope so.
Well, I had a lady on the show a couple of weeks ago that would have, shot me by now.
Why?
Because she lives at the mantle of Obama. Clinton. Clinton's going to be the best person to protect us.
Okay.
Clinton's going to be the best person to protect
let me tell you
us.
something.
Like she did for the Benghazi people,
I
guess.
don't think that is all true. I think she just doing it to aggravate you or just because Hillary is a woman. But I think deep inside her, she don't believe in the Clinton as much as she think.
Well, anyone that has those beliefs, I'll say it again, are stupid. So you're not aggravating me by taking up the Clinton side of anything. I'm just going to identify you as stupid. It's not aggravating me. You're stupid. That's all. You know, I know enough to stay away from you. That's it. That's all I have to do. I just have to know who snakes are. I want to know, identify the snakes, and I want to stay away from them. That's all. I mean, I've been in some tough business in my day, like oil business. That's a tough business. There's a lot of snakes in that business. But unfortunately, you have to deal with the snakes or you don't do any business. So my philosophy has always been, all I need to know is what you are. Are you a snake or not a snake? Once I've identified as you a snake, I can deal with you because I know who you are and what you are. So there's a way that you can deal with those people. You just have to know what they are. Getting back to your point, it's the lies that get you in trouble.
Right.
When someone lies to you, they put you in a position where you can get something cut off. You know, you're going to lose in that situation when a liar lies to you.
Let's come back to Las Vegas now.
We're in Las Vegas. We never left.
Let's come back to Las Vegas. We got our own share of cheaters. You know, remember what was his name? That senator then was having an affair with his wife.
Oh yeah, Ensign.
John Ensign. You know, we got our own. You know, I got another one. I forgot the position the guy had. He was in a jacuzzi with two lesbians, and then one of the ladies' daughter died, and the case disappeared. Nobody knew what happened because the influence of the guy, you know, and we got our own share of infidelity and
well, yeah, why do you think they call us Sin City? Jesus Christ.
Well, it's supposed to be Sin City for what people do here, but not for the people that live here.
Oh.
That's what it was. It's Sin City because the people that come here to do what they don't have the courage to do in their own city and their own hometown. You know, over there they cannot get drunk, they cannot have a gay relationship, they cannot have a cheating wife, they cannot do any of those. So they come here to go wild. Let's go to Las Vegas and be ourselves. You know, that's what it is.
So all bets are off when you come here.
Yeah, that's it, because they have no respect for this.
Kind of like the Hangover movies.
Right. This is not. They have no respect for our city. They have no respect for the people that live here. They don't. They're wondering if we live in the hotels. If they're wondering if we are, if we are, if we have homes. You know, do you live here in Las Vegas? No, I live in Hong Kong and I come back every day to work. That's a stupid. You know, every time I hear that question, it boils my blood, man. Yeah. So, but anyway, I wanted to thank. No, I don't want to thank anybody. I want to congratulate Judge, Chief Judge Joe Bonaventure for the winning of retaining his position as a Justice Court judge. I want to congratulate Judge Melissa Zaragoza for retaining her position as a judge in Justice Court. I want to congratulate Judge and I want to congratulate Judge Kathy Ramsey for the effort she made. Unfortunately, the people didn't appreciate. You know, she got that woman controlled by David Thomas. Then she should not be running for office. You know, and she did a good job.
Did you read today that that party that went to jail for 6 months supposedly by Judge Hafen has been released on his own recognizance?
Yeah.
And that was done by Judge Barr. So somehow that case or the results of it got transferred to another judge to make the determination whether to keep that guy in jail or not. So
I
it's
don't
kind
know
of like
why.
everything.
I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
why
what I'm
no.
wondering.
I wonder why the Chief Justice took that decision.
Right. That's what
Unless
I'm
the Chief
wondering.
Judge is in vacation and
Well, the chief judge in that case would be Bonaventure, right? Because it was Justice Court.
That's true.
Is
That's
Barr
true.
in Justice Court or is he
No.
in District Court?
No, his district court.
So somehow
And
it
he used-
moved up to District Court.
he went straight to district court because he was the attorney for the bar association. He was the legal mastermind of the bar association.
Judge Barr.
Yeah, and he decided that he doesn't want to be the legal mastermind of the bar, and he went to his name is Bear, no
Bear,
Bar.
yeah, I know.
You know, and now he went. Hey, I'd like to be a
Did,
judge.
The Justice Court handles criminal matters, but I think they only handle like the preliminary type matters.
Yeah.
And then they automatically transfer to the District Court.
Well,
at
it's
some
up to the
point.
judge and
So
justice
maybe
court.
the fact that Hafen put the guy in jail, that on itself transferred that situation to the District Court, because the guy completely overruled Hafen and let the
Yeah.
guy out of jail on his own
Well,
recognizance.
Haven is out now.
I
He
know.
lost the election.
But he still sits in his seat till what, January of next year?
No. Oh yeah, probably. I don't know. I'm not
Right.
sure. I'm not sure. But there's no general election.
Right.
He don't have a second chance because David Thomas says so.
But I would think that his current term doesn't expire until January.
Right.
Maybe January 7th rings the bell for some
Yeah,
reason.
something like that.
But
No,
anyways,
it's that way. But unfortunately, he don't have a second chance.
right.
The only way he would have a second chance is if he would have hired David Thomas.
Don't you think that that thing that he did in court with that public defender putting him in handcuffs had a lot to do with the election?
Oh, of course, of course.
Good
What do
timing
you
there.
think?
Yeah,
Of
that's what I
course.
think, yeah.
That was all staged. That was all staged, of
By
course.
who?
By David Thomas. By David Thomas.
So
He
he
staged
made
everything.
Hafen do that?
I guarantee you, and I hope I'm wrong, that lady, that public defender in the first year, she is going to be a judge soon.
But controlled by Thomas. Because she did that. He told her to be sure you get in handcuffs in court.
Yeah.
Because I want to knock Hafen off. Okay. That's fine. Who was running against Hafen? Was there a judge?
Amy Cellini.
And that's the Thomas dude. Yep.
It's a girl, yeah, it's a lady.
And she was kind of surprised that she won.
No, she
what-
wasn't surprised.
Yeah, that's the article in the newspaper that she
Well,
was
I don't care what the
surprised.
article said. I know that she was very positive. You know, she asked me twice to bring her over here to be in the radio, and I told, as a matter of fact, I got two marshals as a witness. Then I told her, I said, you cannot come to my radio show, Amy. You can. He will not let you. Oh, I'm the boss.
Mhm.
Well, I like Amy. I don't gonna say I don't like her. I don't like what she did or what she allowed David
Well,
Thomas
why
to.
don't you invite that public defender on your show to discuss the fact that Hafen lost and what her opinion is of this and that, and then maybe we can ask her a couple of questions about what kind of strings David Thomas pulled to get her to do that day in court. We gotta find out. Well, we gotta investigate. Like 60 Minutes used to do 20, 30, 40.
They will not do it. They will not do it. Why would I lower myself to their level?
Investigating reporting.
No, she's not gonna come over here. First,
Oh.
you know,
Well, we're gonna do it on the pretext we're gonna elevate her. We're gonna,
it's like the
Gee.
lady. It's like the lady that is running against Josh Marshall. You know, she is no, not Josh Marshall. I forgot who she running. Victoria Seaman. I call her to invited to the show to try to help her. She didn't even return my phone call. She's a deputy district attorney. She worked for the district attorney. She wanted to be a state senate, and I got the feeling that she was just put in there so the money raiser can start. You know, if they don't have a competition, they cannot.
Well, Heck's the nominee for the Republican side in the senatorial race, which I think should be very important to the country and the Senate majority that the Republicans have. The next day, he's already had ads on TV. I'm sure funded by the Republican committee, right? Because he's going to have to be their darling now. They're going to have to put a lot of money in the Heck's campaign to fight Maestro.
Oh, they must do.
Right. But he's already had ads. The next day he was on TV.
Yeah, but he's been putting a lot of ads on TV.
Well,
he's been putting a lot of
ads. I hope they put him over the hump.
And I tell you, I am telling
we can't have a Harry Reid puppet there, that's for sure. I'm
telling the people of Nevada that you need to vote against anyone that is controlled by Harry Reid. Yep. Because Harry Reid is going to be pulling the strings.
Yeah.
Harry Reid is going to be sitting in the U.S. Senate and the Congress and everywhere else. You know, I'm surprised he didn't sit in the Supreme Court replacement of that guy who died, whatever his name was.
Scalia. Did you happen to see Bill O'Reilly the other night interviewing Paul Ryan?
Please don't talk to me about Paul Ryan.
Well, the reason I bring it up.
That guy is a disgrace.
The reason I bring it up is Bill O'Reilly was asking a question about why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Why didn't you? And he said because we passed the law in the Congress and it went to the Senate and Harry Reid is obstructing the law in the Senate and won't bring it up for a vote. Now, I thought we won the Senate, the Republican. I thought Mitch McConnell was in charge as a Senate Majority Leader. How come he's allowing Harry Reid to control his Senate?
Thank you.
How does that happen? So this is what you get with a Harry Reid. Even when he's not there, even when he's no longer in power, he still pulls the strings.
I'm telling you, that's the way it is.
And there's a lot of talk now and a lot of things coming out about Hillary Clinton and the FBI and what's going on in the relationship of three different people. The Clintons.
And Gillespie is telling me that I have a conspiracy mentality theory. A conspiracy theory mentality.
Okay. Hillary Clinton, Obama, they don't get along. Would you agree with that? We've always thought that Obama's going to throw Hillary Clinton under the bus. But they're bringing up points now, and I think there's a lot of validity to it. Hillary Clinton knows something. She's got the goods on Obama, and it might have to do with her emails. There's a million emails missing from the White House. And she has had communication with Obama that shows that he knew that Hillary Clinton's server was not secure. That's the President of the United States. I think that may be something that she has against Obama. But she has some goods on Obama. Between her and Bill Clinton, they got the goods. That's the way Washington works. So they're combating Obama. Or Obama would throw her under the bus in a minute. Now, the other side of that coin, though, is Trump. Obama hates Trump. That's the third player in this little triangle. So does Obama hate Trump more than he hates Hillary? So he's going to protect Hillary because he doesn't want Trump to get elected? This thing's getting nasty, man. This thing is getting intriguing. This is a scenario that they'll be writing movies about.
I don't know. I never seen an outgoing president be so much involved.
Never.
In a political.
That's a no-no, and you always has been a no-no. It's not really proper. It's not ethical.
I don't remember ever.
But this guy's not ethical. He gets on TV and blames Trump for the shooting in Orlando. Now the instigator in chief is down there in Orlando running around today. You know that, right?
Yeah,
He got on the wings and flew on down.
With his
Taxpayer expenses, you know, got to fly somewheres every day. So he's down there running around Orlando, you know, community organizing, which is rebel rousing. He's down there mixing the flames about guns and this and that. It's unbelievable. It's pathetic. We really need to get this guy out of office before next January. I swear to God, he's going to just absolutely destroy this country. In the 7 months he got left, or whatever it is, we're facing deed after deed after deed. It's just pathetic. Very risky. Very, very risky.
What is risky?
Having Obama in there till next January. I don't know if we'll survive this. We have an enemy in the White House. We have an enemy of this country in the White House.
And he might not even give up. I would not be surprised when Donald Trump win the election, then he take over and said, I'm sorry, Donald Trump, you cannot come in here.
Yeah,
and then Donald Trump is going to have to create a White House and a Trump Plaza. He got plenty places to put the White House.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Well.
And then we will be the only country with two governments, the outgoing government and the incoming government.
Well, as the real president of the United States, Trump, can he sign an executive order that he's going to be at the plaza or at his place in Palm Beach or whatever, and that the White House needs to be surrounded by the militia and not let that guy out of the house?
Or evicted them.
Well, but the guy's of the wrong color to get evicted.
Oh.
You can't evict someone like that. That would be racist.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He'd only be getting evicted because of his color. It wouldn't have anything to do with his actions.
Oh, really?
Well, no. Everything that's done that people oppose is because they're racist.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we cannot ever have a Hillary Clinton in the White House, because everything that is opposed to her is because you're sexist.
No.
See, that's the way it works. Whatever happens to her, she has a get out of jail free card. You're sexist. So is that the kind of White House we want? Obama was going to go so far to eliminate the racism in this country. That's one of his big campaign things. Gonna take care of racism by electing the first black president. What happened? Racism got 50 times, 100 times worse. Because he's a huge racist. The biggest racist are the blacks.
Yeah.
You ever watch that Larry Wilmore show? Comes on 11:30 at night on the Comedy Channel. That's very apropos for him, because everything about him is comedy, I'll tell you that. But he is as racist as they ever come. He's the guy that did that speech at the press thing the other night, you know, and called Obama the N-word and this and that and everything. I mean, but he's black, so he gets away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the guy. Well, he does a thing, though, that I can't figure out. They have this Trump impersonator that goes on there. And I tell you what, the stuff that Trump says is over the top. And it's on this guy Wilmore's show. And I don't even know how this racist allows that, because it is over the top. I tell you what, he was talking the other night about how they're going to fumigate the White House. And this was supposedly Trump talking. You know, it's going to take months and months to fumigate that place, he was saying the other night. Jesus Christ. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting, but we're going to have to take this country back. We're going to need people like Trump to do it from the top down, and we from the bottom up is going to have to get a herd of people together all over this country, from community to community to community, and we need to make another movement kind of like the Tea Party, but we need to be called something else like the herd. We want to be heard. We want to be a herd of people, that we are the people, and people are going to listen to us. We're not a party. We are the people that this country was founded for, and it's time that we got that affirmed. Because the people that we put in power try to eliminate the Constitution, eliminate their chains, because they don't want to be restrained. It's very simple. But we restrain them. We have to put that back in effect at 100%. We have to become a constitutional country. So, you gonna wake up long enough to say goodbye?
That sound interesting. Constitutional.
Right.
Constitutional.
Right.
First, we need to enforce the Constitution in order to become a constitutional country. But with that said, thank you for listening. See you tomorrow on the radio. And God bless you. God bless America, and God bless our troops. Okay? And thank you for listening. My name is Rolando Larraz, and I stand behind every word I say in this radio show almost